Module 7. You have done the hard work building your skills, getting clients, and managing your projects. But now it's time to get serious about the part most freelancers ignore, that is, legal and financial basics for freelancers. As you build your freelancing career, understanding the legal and financial fundamentals is crucial. Many freelancers focus only on finding clients and delivering work, but without proper contracts, financial planning, and record keeping, you can face serious problems later. This module will help you to navigate the essential that protect your work, ensure timely payments, and keep your freelance business running smoothly. Let's dive into these important topics so you can freelance with confidence and security. Without contracts, financial planning, or records, things can get messy real fast. So, in this module, we'll break down it in simple, stress free steps so you can freelance with confidence and security. So, let's get started. Importance of contracts. You may think I'm just getting started. Do I really need a contract? Yes, a contract is your safety net. A contract is a formal agreement between you and your client that clearly defines the scope of work, deadlines, payment terms, and responsibilities. Here is why contracts matter. Protects both parties. It ensures you get paid for your work and clarifies what expects. You are guaranteed payment and the client knows what they are getting paid. Prevents misunderstandings. Clear terms reduce chances of disputes. Everything is clearly stated up front. Legal backing. If problems arise, a contract gives you a basic to take legal action if needed. Define who owns the work. Define intellectual property rights. Specifies who owns the work after delivery, especially important in design, writing, coding, etc. Key elements of a freelance contract. Description of the project and deliverables. Your contract should involve description of the project and the deliverables, payment amount, schedule, and a method. You have to include your payment amount, the schedule, and also the method for the payment, deadlines and revision limits, termination clauses, confidentiality, and IP ownership. Payment terms, it can be amount, method, due date, and you can use simple templates online and customize them for each client. It does not need to be complicated. And the second one is taxes and financial planning. Freelancers are responsible for their own taxes and financial planning. Here are few basics. As a you are your own boss, which means you are also your own accountant. Here's a quick crash course. Understand your task obligations. In India, freelancers are considered self employed and must pay income tax on earning. You may also need to register your for GST if your turnover exceeds the threshold. In India, freelancers must pay income tax. If you earn above a certain amount, you may also need to register for GST. Keep track of all income and expenses. This helps calculate taxable income accurately. Sheet works fine for starters. Set aside money regularly for taxes, generally 20-30% of your income. uh, Set aside 20-30% of your income every month just for your taxes. Consider opening a separate bank account for freelancing income and expenses. For clarity, open a separate bank account for freelancing earnings. It keeps things clean. Save for retirement and emergencies. Unlike salaried job, freelancers must plan their own financial safety nets. Yes, there's no salary or PF here, so plan ahead. Consult a tax professional if you can, especially as you scale your income. Consult a tax professional. As you grow, consider talking to a tax advisor. It's worth it. And the third one is invoicing and record keeping. Getting paid smoothly requires good invoicing and record keeping habits. Getting paid smoothly is equals to sending proper invoices and keeping good records. Here's what to do. Invoices: send a professional invoice after project milestones or completion that includes your contact details, client details. Your invoice should include your contact details, your client details, your invoice number and a date, description of services and the amount due and the payment terms and payment methods accepted, the method you accept for their payment. Record keeping: maintain organized records of all invoices, payment received, contracts, and expenses. This helps during tax filing and managing finances. Use simple tools or apps like Google Sheet, Wave, or Zoho Invoice to create and track invoices. So in you can use the tools. There are few free tools like Wave, PayPal invoicing, Zoho invoice, and Google Sheet or Word templates. Always keep records of your invoice sent, payment received, contracts, and expenses. Good records is equals to stress free tax filing and peace of mind. And the fourth one here has to be freelance work ethics and rights. Freelancing is not just about skills and payments. Maintaining good work ethics and knowing your trial is vital. Being professional is not just about doing good work, it is about how you carry yourself also. Keep these things in mind, keep these ethics in mind. You have to be professional, communicate clearly, and meet deadlines. Be respectful, honest, and clear in communication. Set boundaries. Do not accept unreasonable demands or scope creep without additional payment. Stick to deadlines and promises. Respect client confidentiality and set boundaries. Do not accept extra work without extra pay. Know your rights. If a client doesn't pay or violates contract terms, you have the right to seek resolution or legal help. Keep know your worth and stand up for it. Keep learning. Better skills is equals to better rate. Keep learning to improve skills and client management. And know your right. If a client doesn't pay, your contract helps you claim it. You don't have to say yes to every request. You can walk away from disrespectful or dishonest clients. Let's wrap up what we have learned. In this module, you have learned that contracts are essential to protect your work and payments. Always use contracts to protect your work, payments, and peace of mind. Taxes are responsibility as a freelancer, and a proper invoicing plus record keeping ensure smooth finances. Manage your money smartly, track income, plan taxes, and save regularly. Send clean and professional invoices and keep financial records. Maintain strong work ethics and know your right as a freelancer. Legal and financial basics are just as important as skills. They help you grow with confidence and stay protected in long term. Now, real life example, that is of Ria's freelancing evolution. You remember Ria, our college student graphic designer? Well, as her business grew, she started facing challenges, late payments, vague requests, and task confusion. So, what did she do? She started using simple contracts with each client clearly outlining the number of revisions and deadlines. This helped prevent confusion and ensured she got paid on time. Rio also learned about task responsibilities. She tracked all her earnings and expenses in a spreadsheet and set aside 25% of her income every month to pay her tax. She opened a separate bank account for her freelancing payments to keep her finances organized. For invoicing, Ria began sending clear professional invoices via email after completing each logo design. She used free invoicing software to keep a record of all payments, making task filing easier. By respecting deadlines, communicating well, and standing firm on her contracts, Ria built a solid reputation. She knew her rights if a client delayed payment or requested extra work without pay, and she was confident to negotiate accordingly. Today, Ria continues to grow her freelancing business with a solid legal and financial foundation. helping her move closer to her dream of becoming a full time freelance graphic designer after graduation. So, Ria started using simple contracts with each client. This reduced revisions, clarified deadlines, and got her paid faster. She tracked her income and expenses in Google Sheet and set aside 25% of her income every month for taxes. She opened a separate bank account just for freelancing. She began sending clean invoices using a free tool and storing all her payment records for tax time. When a client delayed payment or pushed extra work, she referred to the contract and handled it professionally. Today, Ria has not only built a successful freelance side income, she has laid the foundation for a full time design business after her graduation. That's the end of module 7. In our final module 8, we'll talk about scaling up, how to grow your brand, raise your rates, and take freelancing to the next level. So, see you there.